Fox Carolina First Alert Weather.
And we continue to track a severe thunderstorm warning across Greenville and Spartanburg. You can see the rain hitting the lens there from our tower camera and the lightning flashes. This has been one of the most dangerous parts of this storm, even though we've had a good bit of wind with it, heavy downpours, but gosh, a lot of lightning. Highly electrical storm that's now on the east side of Greenville. And you can just notice every few seconds you see a flash. And this is the feed that's at Pelham 85. You can hear the thunder associated with that because that's our building. That's where we are right now. So we are in the thick of it along with many of you. So let's get a look at radar right now. I can show you where this storm is headed. The worst of it has now gone through downtown Greenville. So Greenville is getting a bit of a break. Still some rain, and there's been some reports of roads that have some water on them. No major flood reports, but certainly enough to where it could affect your driving through downtown Greenville. So be extra careful, especially around Academy Street. We're hearing some reports. And then over toward Malden and Simpsonville, we are getting very heavy rainfall. And look at all these lightning strikes. Let's just count up what we're seeing from Greenville to Taylors to Malden and Simpsonville. The total is 89. Not surprising considering how often we were seeing those flashes on our screen. So this is the heavy rain element of the storm. Let's look at the wind. I was talking to some folks who were outside our studio. My husband, who doesn't live too far from here, he was saying that the winds were looking at about 40 to 50 miles an hour outside. Could be up to 60 though, because we do have that severe thunderstorm warning. We look for the bright colors here in the wind velocity. Any of those brighter greens or brighter reds, that indicates where the wind is the highest. I'm looking at an area close to GSP Airport, getting 20 miles an hour near Malden, 19. So I'm getting much lower wind speeds than I was previously. Ooh, we got a big old lightning strike there. My monitor almost went out on me there too. The electricity of this thunderstorm right now appears to be the biggest threat. We're not seeing as high of wind speeds, but the heavy rain along with that lightning, not something you want to mess with. So if you can avoid being on the roads, I was telling some of our reporters, in fact, just don't go out yet. This is going to move pretty fast. And as it does, it'll clear up quickly. But you can see the worst of this is making its way right up along I-85. So that's going to take it towards spots like Duncan and Lyman and eventually into areas like Boiling Springs and Spartanburg. We already have a stationary storm there over Boiling Springs, but this part has been featuring some of the strongest wind, and that's going to work its way up I-85. So that's what we'll be watching closely. We can actually take, if you can hot punch it, we've got to look right outside of our station where the rain is coming down just kind of in a steady rate there. And you can see that the wind not blowing that rain a whole lot at the moment. The worst of the wind on the advancing edge of this storm. So we're not seeing as bad of wind just on the east side of Greenville, but in areas around GSP Airport and off to the east, that's where some of the worst of the wind is located. But again, seeing that part of the storm begin to come down just a bit. So Duncan, Westgate Mall, Spartanburg by about 7:20. Be on the lookout for this storm. Zooming out just so you can see that this is the big show in town, but we still have more storms out to the west. We're not done with it. We could still have more rain tonight, but I don't expect widespread severe weather. And we talked about that earlier. Widespread severe weather not expected, but this was the one severe storm warning all day, and it just happened to be right over Greenville and Spartanburg. So again, continuing to make its way off to the east. Those of you in Greenville, conditions are improving pretty quickly for you. East side of Greenville, same, should be getting a lot better. Let's take a look quickly at our tower camera. Now as it's facing towards Spartanburg. We're looking now where you see Topgolf on the right-hand side of your screen, as many folks are just trying to get home and getting stuck in something like this. The worst of it transitioning toward the city of Spartanburg. And we will continue to keep you posted right here with updates as we watch the storm, if it continues to re-intensify, if we get more damage reports. For now, a tree or two have been knocked over in Greenville, and we'll be looking to see if more reports come in, and some minor flooding as well because of these torrential torrential downpours. So be extra careful if you have to get out, because there could be limbs in the road, could be water on the road on your way to dinner. So be extra careful, and be sure to download the Fox Carolina First Alert Weather app. Scan the code on your screen, get the app for free, and that way we can better serve you by sending you updates on severe weather, tropical weather, everything that affects you and your family. It gets sent straight to your phone.